Folks, welcome to Late Stage Yu-Gi-Oh! And welcome to the first episode of the Duelist Heritage Progression Draft. My name is Alessio, and I hope you're ready to see some old school players dive back into the game and see which strategies they can brush off. You may recognize the word progression, of course. We love what Simo and Nim Nim have done. It's just a great way to bridge the history of the game, the past, with the future of the game, and put it on this one continuity. So we're huge fans, and we just wanted to get in on the fun ourselves with a twist. You know, when we played back in high school, we didn't open boxes upon boxes. We were not opening 24 packs of the new set. We did not have that kind of money to drop on the game. What we would do is we would go to Chinatown once or twice a week after school, pool the couple bucks we had in our pockets, get a couple packs between us, and crack them and lay them out to figure out who could benefit from which cards the most. We sort of had like one big collection for our friend group, and some of us had, collections already going back years from the past, and some people were getting back in. It was just this shared pool of cards, and we wanted to figure out a way to recreate that experience where rather than getting like a necessarily really representative cross-section of the set of the week in each episode, we wanted to get back to that experience of having really limited resources, not necessarily very many of the supers or ultras, maybe not even play sets of all the commons. But we realized one way to do this is through booster draft. Booster draft has not come up in Yu-Gi-Oh! Very much. I think they've tried to make it happen, but if you're a Magic the Gathering player, you'll definitely know what it is. You've definitely heard of it. It is a format in which you open a booster pack, pick a card out to add to your pool, and hand it to the next player for them to take a pick. So what we're going to do in this series is open not 24 packs each, but 14 packs between the two of us and pass them back and forth, drafting cards one at a time. But we also wanted to throw in a few elements that were big parts of playing on a budget back in the day. One of them, of course, is buying singles. Commons are 50 cents. You could make really consistent strategies out of those, and we wanted to incorporate those. So part of this series is going to be that after we draft our 14 packs in each episode, we will have a buy trade phase. First of all, we're going to add $7 every week to our virtual wallets, which are going to be tracked throughout the series. Then we will have an opportunity to sell back to the card shop any number of the rares that we drafted from that week for half of their value. The values of cards are like so. Commons are 50 cents, rares are $1, super rares are $7, and ultra and secret rares are $10. Commons can never be sold back, and rares can only be sold back to the shop on the same episode that they were drafted. So what this means is that if we draft one or two cards of a strategy that we want to play, we can finish that play set. If there's a power card that we want to go after at a high rarity, that is a risk we can take to go in on that. But it means that next week we will not have as many resources to spend. And so there's a lot to think about. There's a lot of strategy there. The second element that we wanted to incorporate was structure decks and promos. That was where we got a lot of the consistency and power in our decks back in high school. $10 got you reprints of powerful cards, the skeleton of a deck that you could fill out with other things in your collection. For $30, you could sometimes have a competitive tier deck. So we decided that structure decks are going to be the cornerstone of our weekly prize system. In each episode, we will be competing for a unique set of prizes. Often it will be one of two structure decks, and the winner will be winning effectively the first pick, and they will get to choose which of the two decks to add to their collection and leave the second option to the loser. On some weeks, there will be one deck that has some more powerful stuff in it, so there is incentive to win and get that first pick. But the prize won't always be one of two structure decks. There are a lot of ancillary cards and promos and things that we will be drawing on for prizes that match up with the set of the week chronologically, and especially we'll be seeing a lot of tin promos and special edition promos. Something else we're doing differently from many progression challenges is that we are actually going to be using advanced format contemporaneous with the set that we're drafting that week. We just thought there was many different strategies. We're going to be having access to a lot of different archetypes through the structure decks, and we want to create incentive to branch out, play different things every week. And again, this brings us back to basics, which is what the series is all about. We did decide to jump ahead in this first episode and use the first advanced format ban list. Nothing was actually banned on it. Things mostly just got limited. Even in the first couple episodes, it would actually be possible to get, for instance, multiple dark holes. It wouldn't be that difficult. So we just thought it'd be better to have those obviously superpowered cards at one to, again, better get at the spirit of the exercise. But enough yapping. You're here to see some janky Yu-Gi-Oh! And that is exactly what we're going to give you. It's going to be a ton of fun. Let me throw it over to Max so he can tell you all about Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
This is Legend of Blue Eyes. Don't mind my impromptu costume change. This is the first set. There are some huge staples in this set, but there's also a ton of filler. The name of the game is put together the best deck you can these early sets without having to spend much money, because we don't want to spend our limited resources on these early sets, because once we hit our stride, we're gonna need that flexibility to buy staples that come later and will last longer. So first off, secret rares. We have Trihorn Dragon, Gaia the Dragon Champion. This is really unlikely for either of us to play unless someone wants to go out and buy Poly and then buy it. It's just out. It's not worth it, and our decks aren't going to be fast enough to turbo it out. Trihorn Dragon is a great Blue Eyes alternative or Dark Magician alternative. If you have two bodies, that means you have board control, and board control is more important than having a Trihorn Dragon, especially with Fissure and other removal. You might end up hurting yourself doing a double tribute in this format right now. Looking at the ultra rare slot, Monster Reborn is the best card here by a mile, though we do get it in the starter decks. So Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, Gaia the Fierce Nice, Red Eyes Black Dragon. All these are 2 tribute monsters. I would love to pull all 5 pieces of Exodia. It's not going to happen. Looking at the super rare cards, Flame Swordsman, terrible. Celtic Guardian, terrible. Dark Hole, Regeki, Trap Hole, great. Those are going to be helping us out for the next like 15 sets. Maybe Trap Hole not so much, but Regeki and Dark Hole for sure. Poly, Mystical Elf, Swords of Revealing Light, and Man-Eater Bug all have their place. Whoever gets swords probably wins. Man-Eater Bug is good, but it's not great because it basically trades 1 for 1 and you have to set it. There's a bit of nostalgia with losing your Blue Eyes to Man-Eater Bug that drives up the assessment of Man-Eater Bug in these early formats. Mystic Elf is a great body, but we have plenty of 2000 bodies that come in at lower rarity. Speaking of a 2000 body at lower rarity with higher attack, we have Aquamador, also a spellcaster. Dragon Capture Jar. If someone's running a Blue Eye strat, it might come back, but unlikely. Fissure is the name of the game. Fissure is like our only removal, our only low cost removal. You know, if one of us doesn't get Fissures, it'll really suck because they'll probably have to be on two-pronged attack. Gravedigger Ghoul is a card I didn't even know was in the set. I'm really not familiar with this one. By the time banishing monsters from the graveyard is going to be good, we'll have Soul Release, which is just, you know, way better than this. So Giant Soldier of Stone, great card. Again, big body, and we're going to need it. Reaper of Cards is a personal favorite of mine. I've never gotten it to work. If someone sacrificed sets this week, it's probably for this card. I've never gotten the effect to proc, but I am all in on a Reaper of Cards if I pull it. Stop Defense is really good. It's like de facto removal if you have board control, but only for the next couple sets, and then it immediately becomes very, very bad. Armed Ninja might see some play if we draft spell heavy, but I doubt it. Hain, underrated. In some instances, it is better than Man-Eater Bug. Hain's a great way of wiping like tribute monsters off the board. You know, your opponent commits to sacrificing a monster, They run into Hain and they essentially -1 themselves. Pot of Greed, draw 2 cards. It's good. Next up, common cards. Common cards are a lot of trash. So I'm going to try to run through it really quickly. All Red Bird. It's supposed to bird format. We're both going to draft 3 of them if we can, and if we don't draft 3 of them, we're going to spend the money to get the birds because the bird is the word. Trial of Nightmare is good. Turtle Tiger is actually underrated. Green Phantom King, very, very good. 1600 body, obviously not 2000, but it will benefit from some boosters. Some of the other 2000 bodies won't. So if you have any sort of like consistent core, yes, 200 is less than 300, but you can buff them with these field spells and buff all of your monsters, and then on top of that add an equip card, which is way more useful than just the equip cards themselves. Ihone is huge, Urabi is huge, Witty Phantom I think is also huge, Terror the Terrible is okay. Don't sleep on the 1 tribute monsters, specifically Succubus Knight that starts at 1650, and the rest. These are all equip cards. The strat is supposed to be bird, wind, follow wind. We're both going to be on 3 birds. I don't think the follow wind strat is as good as it's made out to be. But yep, that's it for me and Legend of Blue Eyes. Let's get into the draft.
We are going to chart new territory. We are going to draft a pack of Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon between 2 people open-handed. I don't know if this has ever been done in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh!
It is not. Yeah, let's go.
Due to complicated internal augury, we have determined that Max is getting the very first pick of the series. From now on, it will be, after this episode, the loser of the previous episode will get the first pick. It doesn't matter, of course, we're opening an even number of packs, but there you have it.
All right, great. All right, first pick. A lot of nothing, let's be honest.
What do you mean a lot of nothing? I'm not gonna, you figure it out.
All right, yeah. Let me not be stupid with the very first pack. I'm going to select with the very first pick, Skull Red Bird.
I'm going with the Trial of Hell.
Trial of Nightmare?
Trial of Hell.
I'm confused. I actually have a new strategy this time around.
What are you talking about? We've never done this before. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, sorry. Inside baseball, we've definitely not, done like 3 practice drafts of this. I'm going to pick up the Dragon Capture Jar.
I should take Remove Trap to get rid of that. But no, I'll take the Fire Yarrow.
I think the correct choice here is M Warrior number 2.
I guess I'm taking Mammoth Graveyard. Or as it's called in the contemporary game, Mammoth GY.
Oh, contemporary game, yuck.
Welcome
all right.
to late stage Yu-Gi-Oh.
Let's go Dissolve Rock.
You know what? At this point in the pack, I will commit to the Remove Trap.
Wow, you fell for my trap card. I wanted the Metabat.
You may have it.
Pack 2. Alessio picks first. And we're flipping.
No whammies. That is not a whammy. That's very much not a whammy.
Oh, that's gross. That's gross. It took me a second too. I'm like, all right, so you're taking Silver Fang, right?
I am taking Tri-Horned Dragon.
Oh, terrible card. Bad choice. Bad choice. I'm glad you took that awful card, and I'm gonna go with the Witty Phantom.
Hitosumi Giants.
I'm going with the Metal Dragon.
All right, give me the Silver Fang.
I'm going to grab Vile Germs.
Zombies. No, that's Violet. That's just the plant one.
Yeah, the Violet Crystal is the zombie.
Never mind. I know everything. I'm smart. I don't make mistakes. Let's say Petite Dragon. When I was a kid, I think I bought one of these not online, but over the phone, because that's how it worked. You would call, and I was like, Petite Dragon, that's the thing from the show. And I got it, and I was like, that's not the same.
I didn't even know that there was a Yu-Gi-Oh! hotline.
I think they quickly became websites, but that was the first like 2 or 3 times.
As much as I want to pick up that Sparks, because I think the match finish, or like the 200 life point match finishing Sparks would be great. I'm going to pick up the still just as bad fish whose name I can't pronounce.
Miserusame. Missile shark, I think. All right, I get Sparks. I wield the Sparks.
Pack 3, time for my first pick. Again, flip cards. This is not good. Actually, this is better than I thought it was. All right, I'll grab the Urabi.
Green Phantom Kings is too good. But we'll hold off that Urabi specifically.
I think I will grab that Hitotsumi Giant. You'll have to get your playset some other way.
That is a shame. Well, I will get my playset by taking the Carbonala Warrior so that I can sell it.
Okay, that's fine. I will grab Yumi. Yami, not Yumi.
Yeah, I would have enjoyed the Yami. Take the Vile Germs. I have a vision.
Dissolve Rock.
I'll take the Drooling Lizard, and you may have spell cards.
All right, that leaves me with Red Medicine. Fun. Pack 4, your choice first. Flipping now.
Aha, okay.
This is so unfair.
This is tough though. There's actually several good things in this, but I think the choices I have to take the picture that the choices made for me.
I will definitely grab that Skull Redbird.
Yes, you will. And I'm gonna be a little bit contrarian and take Succubus Knight.
That's not contrarian at all.
You are now basically at your playset of birds, so I just need things that can hit over at any cost.
Fair. I'm gonna keep you off of this legendary sword.
Then Beaver Warrior is an incredibly respectable pickup. Yeah, the sword is good with the Succubus Knight, who really shouldn't be a warrior. Really should not be a warrior.
It reads as a spellcaster.
Succubi are like demons. It should be a fiend.
Yeah, that's true. It's just a lesser dragon. So, lesser dragon.
Notice that there's a lesser dragon, but there's no greater dragon. Or just a dragon. What's the deal? I'll double up on my Drooling Lizard, I think, is where we are at.
I guess I'm grabbing the weird fish guy again.
I am getting close to my playset of Remove Trap.
Like, it would have been nice if you hadn't gotten 2 of the 3 best cards in this pack. Pack number 5, I get first pick. Let's go. Oh,
Ooh.
Not bad.
Ooh, there's a lot going on here.
This is an okay pack. I wish we had made it 2 picks first, right? It's like pick 1, pick 2, then pick 1, pick 2, and then pick 1, pick 1, pick 1.
There's 9 cards in the pack.
It's horribly imbalanced.
How about just pick 5 and then the other person gets the rest?
I will start with Swords of Revealing Light.
It'd be Aqua Madour for me. These are one of my favorite dudes.
Oh, interesting.
In general, of all time, I love that. One of my favorite Madours.
Well, that is perfectly fine with me because I will pick up that 3rd Skull Redbird.
Yeah, you got it. The good thing here now, though, is that if more of them come up, you're not even gonna try to take them. They will. They're just gonna. We're getting a lot of them, so the rest of them are just mine.
I could just take them.
You could just try to spike me. That's true. I didn't. Yeah, but you wouldn't do that. You spikes.
Damn it! I definitely wanted that. I think I have to grab Wasteland? What is it? Dinosaur, Zombie, and Rock. Yeah, okay. I will pick up Wasteland.
Then I'll take a lesser dragon.
As much as I want to go the secret Thunder route, Dark Gray is going to be better for me. So I'm not going to play it.
I will take the Teeth Dragon.
That leaves me with Electro Whip. Pack number 6, and we flip.
Okay. Here we have a bad pack.
I love this pack.
This is hilarious. Look at this. This is 6 equips. And I'm looking at these equips. I'm looking at my pool. Nah, I'll take Cherubim just for the rare.
You'll take, oh, the Fire Knight? Yeah. Well, that is your loss because I am definitely grabbing Silver Fang.
Since you just took a beast, I'm gonna get the Beast Fangs, at least.
That's upsetting. None of these give anything more than 300 attack, and that's driving me crazy. I think I'm gonna gamble and grab the Electro Whip. And I know you're not gonna choose the right equip card on this turn, so I'll get the one that I was eyeing anyway.
It's probably the Dragon Treasure, so I'll take that.
I'm going to choose the power of Kaishin?
I'm just gonna take the Kumutoko for a body.
Oh, 1400 isn't bad actually on that. That means I get to keep Silver Bow and Arrow.
Oh, and I get stuck with Machine Conversion Factory. It's hilarious.
Yeah, which is bad now and will be bad later, but it'll be
bad later.
Let's go. Pack number 7. Let's flip. How terrible am I as a person? Do I feel compelled to screw you over enough to pass on the armed ninja for the 4th Skull Red Bird that I don't need? I don't think Skull Red Bird is the end-all be-all of this set. I think pumping it up is a mistake.
The question is basically, do you want me to have 50 fewer cents, or do you want 50 more cents?
Right. I think I will take the armed ninja.
I will not pass up a Skull Red Bird.
This next choice is actually pretty big too, I think. I do have one Wasteland, I think. I'll pull that Forest.
I don't really want to Wasteland. I guess I'll take the Beast Fangs.
All right, I don't think you know what I'm thinking. So I feel pretty safe grabbing the second Wasteland.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't feel particularly good to take a field spell that you already had. I'm gonna get Inotama Soul.
Ooh, I am happy that you did that. Because that means I can pick up Dark Energy.
Nemuriko.
That leaves me with Machine Conversion Factory. Pack 8, let's flip.
This is one of those packs where it's just like, you just take the rare. Goblin,
And
Secret Remedy.
Terra the Terrible.
It's like Mammoth Graveyard.
Yummy.
Sandstone. How about
Kumutoko?
Larvas for me?
Alright, that leaves us with Laser Cannon, Armor, and Silver Bow and Arrow. And I'm going to take Laser Cannon Armor because I think it's objectively better.
There's like 2 fairies in this set.
Pack number 9, flip.
There's a fairy. That's a fairy. That's like one of the 2 fairies.
I'm happy to pick up the Witty Phantom.
Yeah, you're really doing well on the like slightly better attack dudes. Fiery Arrow.
So I am going to take the rare
Fog.
Bastard.
I feel like I'm just saying words.
For my eventual Chaos deck, I'm going to grab Ray and Temperature.
I think Ray and Temperature I briefly considered for like one of those like agents fairy decks. Like
I remember, like you needed a specific attack and defense stat on a fairy.
I think maybe I was using like advanced ritual art to make Herald or something, and I needed normal fairies. I think I'll take the Metabat. I'm afraid I'm gonna end up just like with not enough dudes.
Metabat. I'm happy to take Dragon Treasure.
And I'm happy to take Vile Germs. Yeah. So you may have a Sparks.
Pack number 10. Next turn anyway. And I was like, I don't like this move. Like, or it's like stat removal. So like if your opponent has a bunch of equip cards on something, you can just set it and they're kind of screwed whatever they do. You're just gonna get rid of all of their follow-ins and stuff. And it's not a great move, but it's not. I'm picking up Armored Starfish.
I will take the Mystical Sheep. I will take my Eternal Bro.
I'm gonna grab Power of Kaishin.
Mystical Sheep number 2, please.
I'm happy to grab another Ray and Temperature.
Give me the Dark Gray.
I just want to keep you off of a playset of these, so I'm grabbing Petite Dragon. And that leaves you with
Root Water.
It's such a terrible name for a card. Pack 11, flipping it over now.
Okay, that's something. We're really, like, we're not seeing the power stuff. We're not seeing we haven't gotten an ultra. We've gotten a secret and a super.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's something that does something.
I feel like two-pronged attack is a trap, but it's actually still just the best card for me to grab here.
It's literally a trap. I feel like whenever there's a field spell or something like kind of good that I was like wanting to like push my strategy in a direction, I have to take like a staple or something like just standalone good first, and then you end up taking it. So finally, I'm like, a field spell is like available to me. So I'll take the Yami. You have like you have 2 wastelands, a forest. You're not even going to use all those.
No, I'm not. Or maybe I will. Like, don't assume. I'm just gonna pick up hard armor.
What about that man-eating plant? Or that man-eater? Man-eater.
Man-eater. My second M Warrior 2.
I'll get dark gray again.
Is that 2 basic insects? Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna grab Dissolve Rock.
Well, I guess now what happens is we each get a basic insect.
Which insect do you want, though?
I will take the one on the bottom. Because it's in the rare slot. My insect is just a little bit less basic, of course.
We've made it to pack 12.
This is our last 3. Yeah. Final 3 packs. I got 2 more first picks. Max gets 1. We have still not seen the Monster Reborns, the Regeki, the juicy stuff.
Let's look at this pot of greed.
Stop defense is basically removal in this format.
Oh, I felt so good for a second. Oh, this is terrible. This is the opposite of good. You weren't ready for my turtle tigers last time.
Turtle tigers are a little bit sneaky.
I'm grabbing Taihon.
Taihon, okay. Well, I really thought you were going to get that tiger. I'll take the turtle tiger if you don't want to.
I'm going to grab Fiend Reflection number 2.
Let's take another Fire Yara.
I'll grab the Kumutoko.
And I will take my second Yami.
Alright, so I will grab Root Water. That leaves you with basic insects. Lucky number 13, my last first pick. Let's go. Oh
man, they're really killing us.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get the rare.
I am in for another Spike Seadra.
I was hoping you did not do that. Terra the Terrible.
So I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first mountain that we've seen. And mountain is one of the ones in Skull Red Bird format that we actually kind of care about.
Yeah.
But there's a kind of math there where if we're both playing playsets at Skull Red Bird, how big of a deal is it really? But I think I want to take it just to be in control of how it gets used.
I think I will happily take the Dark King.
I am going for that Armored Starfish.
I'm gonna grab the 13th Grave.
Steel Ogre Grotto.
I'll grab One-Eyed. I have no choice. I have to grab One-Eyed Shield Dragon. I'm gonna be pissed if this is if you get to pick up Regeki or Pot of Greed with this pack. You ready?
Oh, flip it up. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Well,
choices.
Yeah, take the bird. What are you gonna do? No more hollows. We each got 1 hollow.
That's perfect.
I hope you came to see some jank, because that is what we are serving up here.
Okay. Dragoness, the Wicked Knight, is coming with me.
Somehow, in the final pack, we finally saw a follow wind.
All right.
I may agree with you that it's not actually the most efficacious game plan, but again, it's just like, because there's only one of it, I'm picking it just to be in control of how it gets used.
Yeah, I've cornered the market on Wastelands. Like, letting one go at this point doesn't really hurt me. I just have to figure out what benefits me the most of the remaining 6 cards. I think the answer is Dark World Thorns.
I guess I'll finish my play set of Petite Dragon.
Easy choice. Grabbing Wasteland.
Mermaid over here.
Alright, you got a mermaid. And I get a mermaid.
And I get my laser cannon armor.
Cool.
That's it.
That's the draft.
We had 2 hollows, 1 fissure, 1 two-pronged attack, 1 stop defense.
I don't think I played the Skull Red Bird right, because you also picked up the follow-in there at the end.
We will have to see.
All
This
right.
is going to be interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Folks, it's time for the buy trade portion of today's episode. Buy trade is our opportunity to unload any rare or higher cards that we don't think we'll need and use the money in our virtual wallets to buy the cards we need to finish our decks out. So first of all, like every week, I'm going to put $7 in my wallet. Next up, we're going to sell some rares back to the shop for half of their value. So I actually like a lot of the rares that I drafted. They're pretty strong and at least for now worth including in the deck. So I'm actually only going to sell 3 of my rares back to the shop, and those are going to be Cherubin the Fire Knight, Carbonala Warrior, and Goblin's Secret Remedy. None of these really do much. At a certain point later on, Carbonala Warrior has some applications with instant fusion and things like that, but that's quite a ways away. I think I'm going to take the money and run. So selling back 3 standard rares at half value means that I am going to pocket an additional $1.50, bringing my wallet total for this week to $8.50. So what am I going to do with my $8.50? There's incredibly powerful cards in Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. You have Monster Reborn, you have Regeki, you have Dark Hole, but even the super rares, I'm not quite sure it's worth it. Since we are doing something slightly different from other series in using advanced format, these cards are gonna disappear at a certain point. They're gonna get banned. And so, as tempting as it is to plunk down $7 for a Regeki, I think I'm going to hold on to a lot of the balance in my wallet and wait for some equally or even more powerful cards to show up that maybe only get limited, and that I will be able to use pretty much through the duration of the series. So I've decided to buy 4 cards. First up, I'm going to buy my 3rd copy of Skull Red Bird. Can't really win in Legend of Blue Eyes format without 3 Skull Red Birds. It's just not really a discussion. Next up, I will be spending $1 on a copy of Pot of Greed. A lot of the power cards in Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon get banned, and Pot of Greed is obviously one of them. But I think it's a good investment for this first leg of the series. And finally, I'm going to be spending $2 on 2 copies of Fissure. I did open 1 Fissure in the draft. That was really lucky. Fissure's just good. So all told on these 4 cards, I am spending $3.50. Subtract that from my wallet total of $8.50, leaves me at $5.
Alright, so first week pulls weren't that great. Really happy to get swords. Okay about 2-pronged attack, and obviously the set of Skull Red Birds. But that's about the extent of how good our pulls were. So I blew my entire bank this week. I bought 1 Pot of Greed for $1, 2 Fissures for $1, so that's already $2 down. Then I bought 2 Aquamadoras at $1 a piece, so $4 gone. 2 Eurabis to complement the 1 that I had. So that's $5 gone. 1 Yami, that was 50 cents, so that's $5.50. 1 Dark Energy, so that's $6. I bought 2 of these Raised Body Heat. This might be a mistake. That's $7. I bought 2 Mammoth Graveyards. That's $8. I had to buy another Witty Phantom. I thought I pulled 3, but I actually pulled 2. So that's $8.50.
Here it is, folks. Here's the deck list. You are probably looking at this and saying, wow, that's a lot of monsters. Well, that is my strategy. I just want to have more monsters. I want to be playing a monster every turn. I don't care if they're big. I don't care if they're Skull Red Bird, although I, of course, do have my 3 copies of Skull Red Bird. But I just want more monsters. And that is because tribute monsters. I targeted tribute monsters aggressively in the draft, starting with Trihorn Dragon. That was just luck, of course. And hey, you know, one way to get over a Skull Red Bird that doesn't involve using a bunch of equip spells and dead cards like that? Spike Seadra, or a Succubus Knight. But that's why we went after this full playset of Fissure. Having reliable access to Fissure means that if I'm setting a card every turn, or I'm summoning a monster every turn, and Max is doing the same, but I can fissure his threats, then eventually I will come out on top with my Spike Siegers and my other tribute monsters. Stop Defense is sort of like a fourth copy of Fissure. Even Green Phantom King will be hard to out in some cases. So I'm really happy to have Stop Defense. And this Pot of Greed, as I said, was important to the strategy because it's just raw cards. It's just being able to summon that monster every turn and getting me closer to my tribute monsters, which are the way I'm going to win the game. And none of these field spells they just didn't affect enough of the monsters that I had. And even if you do assemble one of those themes, Forest is probably one of the better ones. The returns are not that great. 200 extra attack, it doesn't get, for instance, your Lesser Dragon up to the point of a Skull Red Bird. Once we get our hands on those Yugi and Kaiba starter decks, the game's going to instantly change to something much more recognizable, and this will be the only time that we are going to be playing something so rudimentary. So it's going to be a blast. Let's see what happens.
Legend of Blue Eyes deck, not much to say about it other than hopefully it works. Basically, I'm hoping that Yami can support the Fiend core and Aquamador. And then Wasteland is here to pump Urabi and the Mammoth Graveyards. I don't know how this is going to work out. It's probably going to look really ugly. But if I can get Raised Body Heat onto Mammoth Graveyard or on Urabi, obviously, I think it'll catch Alessio off guard. It'll be fun. The Kumutoko, the One-Eyed Shield Dragon, and like the Armored Starfish are just to throw him off. I don't think this is the best strategy for this set. I feel like I probably should have gone something Aqua Wind heavy, like an Aqua Wind complement, but I really wanted to try out this Fiend dinosaur thing. Again, just to keep Alessio off his feet, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, this is it. This is the first game.
We're doing it.
Duelist Heritage Progression Draft, pure Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I think I'm also happy with the name Progression Series _ Tactics Advanced.
Yeah, well, maybe the tactics are not going to be so advanced in this episode.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Should have known.
Damn it.
See, I've known Max a long time. One thing that comes with using the original rules is first player draws on their first turn. So
it's strictly better than going second.
Value. I've already gotten value, and the game has not even begun. As they say, good luck, Duelist. I am going to move to my main phase. Oh, I'm going to draw. Oh my god, I talked about all that and I didn't even do it. Okay. And I am going to set a card.
All right, my turn. Draw. Standby phase. Main phase. What is that set card? What is my best?
That's the beauty of this format. It's back to bluffing.
Yeah, I just need to. You know what? I think this is the best play. I'll normal summon Hitotsumi Giant. Battle phase. Attack your face down.
Kumutoko.
All right.
Good start.
Well, now I know. I'm glad. I mean, maybe it's a good. I can't tell if it's a good thing or a bad thing that neither of us pulled a Giant Soldier of Stone.
It might be better for the pacing of this episode, shall we say. And you know what else is going to be good for the pacing of this episode?
I'm not going to like this.
A normal summon Fire Yarrow. Battle phase. Attack Hitotsumi Giant.
Oh, that sucks. So I took 300 for some information. I'll live with that.
And a card. And I'll end my turn.
This is hard. Don't know what the correct play is.
What about your playset of Skull Red Birds? I thought you went out of your way to pick those.
You're probably gonna pull them before I do. It just feels like one of those games. I think this is the correct line of play though. Yummy.
Oh, the field spells. He's on the field spells.
Normal summon Terra the Terrible.
Hey, that's a fiend. Yep.
Battle phase. Attack your fiery arrow.
I guess I am taking 200. There's, lots of back and forth in this game already. I like it.
Yeah. Well, not having 2,000 defenders is going to do that.
That will come in handy.
Show me the bird. Show me the bird.
I do not have the bird. But I do have the unstoppable succubus knight.
No.
Battle phase.
What is she at?
She's 1650, which Terra is pretty terrible compared to that.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you can take your 250.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. Okay, I'll tolerate that.
I will also tolerate that. I am mad that you're on Yami because as you know, spellcasters and fiends are my comfort zone. Succubus Knight, as I said, should be getting bumped by this, but...
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting that. Standby main. I set Witty Phantom. And then I will activate Swords.
Ah, okay. Well, that's swords. Those are swords.
Then I end my turn. Now...
Well then. Wow.
Maybe you bought Armored Ninja.
Yes.
To counter my one swords.
Now that you mention it, I kind of wish I had, but that I can't say that crossed my mind. I am going to simply set a monster and try to get this over with.
Motherfucker. Okay, standby phase main. I already drew. I'm going to set one monster. I will flip summon my Witty Phantom.
Mm-hmm.
Battle phase, attack your face down.
Metabat!
We take those.
I mean, Metabat actually was pumped, but did not make it, sadly. This is interesting. 2 more turns on swords.
Scoop?
Thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it.
That Witty Phantom is, I mean, he's extremely witty. He's hilarious. I can't focus. I think I'm gonna regret this, but I also think that I think if I don't do it, I'm gonna also regret it. So let's go to main phase. Let's fissure that Witty Phantom.
Wow. Okay.
You knew I had that. And then I am going to play a Lesser Dragon. And that'll be my second turn under swords. Because Witty Phantom's not, obviously it's not bird, but it's close. That was actually bigger than bird with Yami, so that was actually a certified farm-raised fresh good move.
Okay, I have another turn on swords. And you... Ah, goddammit. Standby phase, main phase.
Yes, you have the triggered ability on Dark King of the Abyss where he summons himself during your draw step. Yeah.
Okay, battle phase. Dark King will get over your Lesser Dragon.
Yep, I wanted to see if you had it, and you had it, so that's 200.
I drew it off the top.
Well, that counts as having it.
Yikes.
Scoop?
Thinking about it. Well, first we'll go to main phase 1, and we will set a monster. And that's it, swords is gone. Get that out of my face.
Destroy it during the... Yeah, swords is gone. To grave. Draw.
That was a -1. You just minused 1.
How did I -1?
That swords you didn't draw any cards off of it, and now it's gone.
That's true.
-1.
I don't know what the correct line is here, but I can't let Succubus Knight go, so I will flip summon to attack, after I go into my main phase 1, I will get this eventually, I promise. Urabi. And I think you will recognize Wasteland.
I do recognize Wasteland. That is a problem. Yep.
I'll set a monster, then go to battle phase. Urabi attacks over your Succubus Knight.
That does hurt. That's 50.
My
Yeah,
gosh.
Dark King attacks your face down.
Yeah.
Oh, love to see it. And that's it for my turn.
Yeah, I don't love what's going on right now. But you did debuff your Dark King to do this Wasteland thing. So that means that I can fire up a Yarrow.
Oh my god, I fucking hate this card.
And get over them.
Okay, I'll take that. 100.
You are up.
I'm sorry, dude.
Hey, that's consistency. This is not supposed to happen. This is not supposed to be consistency. So that's going to be 400 and then 17. My god, I think you might have my number. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I'll play this mermaid and see if I can get rid of that.
You cannot.
Ouch.
Okay, I guess that's it.
I'm gonna do it right this time. Standby, main, normal summon Silverfang. I will shift Terra to attack mode. Battle phase. Urabi attacks your mermaid. Urabi attacks directly. Silverfang.
Very close.
750. Then I play Hinotama. No.
If you did.
That would be great.
Yeah, this, I'm regretting some of my life choices. I can at least go down swinging because I have something that gets buffed by the
Wasteland.
Wasteland, right? So, get punished.
Noob. Okay, minus 200 for me.
And, yeah, you may deliver the finishing
Standby.
blow.
Main. Oh, Silverfang can't even crash. Okay, yep. Battle phase. Attack. Attack.
Yep. I admit defeat. Wow. Yikes. Okay. That was pretty rough, actually.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to...
I didn't draw into the birds at all.
No one drew birds. That was pretty wild. But like your Urabis were bigger than birds.
They showed up at exactly the right time.
Yeah, I used what was in my side deck to try to hedge against this happening again. We'll see if that worked, but I will go first a second time.
Alright. It is strictly better to go first.
It is strictly better. I'll draw that card. And I will go here and lead with a Fire Yarrow. I'm not taking any chances. Go ahead.
I see your bait. And I will respond with my own bait. I'll normal summon this Urabi that I pulled off the top.
Yeah.
I'll go battle phase, Urabi, get that shit out of here.
So, yeah. Urabis are good. I didn't get any of the Urabis or the Witty Phantoms.
Got a card. Got
Whoa.
it. End turn.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
See the bird. Show me the bird. Interesting. Alright, no bird.
Face down bird. It's kind of all I could do.
I need to keep the pressure on. I'll normal summon Mammoth Graveyard. Damn
That
it,
is-
in my main phase 1, after going to my standby phase. I'm gonna get it, I promise.
I think like game losses for playing things on the wrong phases is the only way I'm going to win this set.
Battle phase. Urabi attacks your face down.
It is not bird, but it is plant man.
Damn it. Okay, so I played that incorrectly. That's unfortunate. Main phase 2. You know what? Screw it. I'll end my turn.
Okay, that was dicey.
If you tribute for the Succubus Knight... I won't give you any advice, but...
I think you've already given it to me because, I mean, I don't think you bought a trap hole. That's probably the two-pronged attack. But maybe I don't mind if you go -2.
No, because then you have the tribute too.
Oh, it's true, but it's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, now that I've basically explained my whole life to you, let's go for it. Show it to me.
I do not have the trap hole. But that also says to me that you're rocking a fissure, which doesn't change anything to me, because I'm still not going to play around it, but it does create an uncomfortable situation for me.
Good. I'm going to pass turn to your discomfort.
I'm going to get over. Hold on. Let's do this right.
I don't know about that.
Let's do this right. Draw phase, standby phase, main phase 1. There we go. I'm going to activate Yami. I'm going to normal summon Terra the Terrible.
And then the dark energy?
Yes.
Oh my god, you have to be kidding. Wow. Okay.
Go to battle phase. Terra attacks over Succubus Knight.
By 50?
Yes.
Do I have that right?
Yes.
That is absolutely vile.
And Mammoth Graveyard attacks directly.
Vile.
And my turn.
I think what we will do here is normal summon Enchanting Mermaid and crash.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't hate that as a move.
Yeah, I don't love it. Too brave. Because that is all I can do.
Oh, shit. The hits keep on coming. I'm gonna get it. Main phase. Normal summon, Fiend Reflection 2. Battle phase.
I'm taking 28. Seems
Yep.
quite a lot.
End turn.
Okay. Well, you keep lining them up for me. Lesser Dragon.
I'm confused. What? Oh, okay. For some reason I thought Fiend Reflection was a fiend.
That's what would give you that idea? That makes no sense.
I thought it was a fiend. In my mind, I thought it was a fiend. Oh my god, that's gross.
I looked at that and I was like, it's not what I would call a hit.
Yeah, it's that and the 13th Grave. My brain just doesn't, again, main phase 1, oh my god. My brain just doesn't understand. Well, Terra can still get over this Lesser Dragon.
It's true, it is lesser after all. Oh boy. Wonder what that face down is. It's probably got at least 14 or 1500. Seems like you're not playing really bad monsters like I am.
That worries me because it says if I win this week, I'll get the better starter deck, but then you'll have like $5 to $6 of advantage going into Metal Raiders, which is where I'd really want the advantage.
I think information we have decided is worth it. So I'm gonna play a King Fog. and attack this.
Oh, I wish you hadn't done that.
I wish I hadn't done that. Did that just... So you did buy that. Okay, interesting. So that's going to lose me the game on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's game, right? Yeah.
Oh, man.
As long as you have one more thing.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well... Oh, you have... Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, move this to attack. I do want to at least show this. Normal summon. Activate. Raise body heat. Cool. On Mammoth Graveyard.
That will do it. You have taken the first match handily.
The Kaiba deck was fun. I have to go with Yugi because it's just more broken. We've got Summon Skull, we've got Trap Hole, we've got Change of Heart, Last Will, Card Destruction, Soul Exchange, and Ultimate Offering. Also, there are a ton of spellcasters in here, so that already goes with the cards that I already have. I think with what I'm already running, this is probably better for my deck anyway, on top of just being the better starter deck, according to Alessio.
Yeah, it is, just for many reasons. I think that the Yugi deck is strictly better than the Kaiba deck, which will be my prize for the day. Some weeks we'll have more than 2 prizes, and so there will be more options to choose from for the player who got trounced, which was me this week. But yeah, I will end up with the Kaiba deck, which it just does not have the game-breaking staple stuff that the Yugi deck has. I will be getting a copy of La Jinn, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp, which is nice because that is now the biggest level 4. Skull Redbird, you really disappointed us. You did not show up. You made me do a strategy that made no sense. So I'm bored of you. La Jinn is my new best friend.
That's it for this week.
Thanks so much for joining us. I hope you had as much fun as we did, and we hope to see you for next week's episode.
And by next week's episode, I think we mean today or tomorrow's episode, because I think we're releasing these 2 sets together. See you later.
Peace.